Welcome to the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast infused with hip hop. I am Wood.
Made daily with organic, farm to table, localized, neuralized, sterilized, Scotch guarded for 2020 repellent, available online, shipped via, not available on Sundays, Broken Pencil Logic. You stay classy, internet. I'm Suave Burgundy. Badman Ting.
Hurry up the shot, boy!
Previously on the Broken Pencil Booking Company.
It's pretty fitting that we start off with air horns and some Jamaican, as we actually have a real Jamaican, real Yachty boy upon the scene. We talk about him all the time. Y'all thought he's probably a fictional character.
What do you mean? You know, I'm at home right now. Damn.
The outlaw Dave House in the building. Whose house?
Every time I try to get something done.
I need my money, Jake.
Yeah.
That me, I said no. That me, I said no. And me no said it to I don't understand what me I said no.
I know I said Swap, where the gun stop?
So where the gun stop?
Hold, please. Nope. You got to pay for the shooter. That's what happened.
Yeah, there it is.
You got to pay for the shooter first.
All right, yeah, man.
Let's get the housekeeping out the way first. Number one. You see the lower third, Juice. He really was a good one. Really? Rest in peace, Juice. We love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Those of you don't know, Broken Pencil gang member Justin Juice Marshall, DJ Juice to those who don't know, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, was gunned down on his 37th birthday last Friday. And our thoughts and prayers go out to not just his family, because his family is also my family. All the pencil pushers, the city of Minneapolis, we got to find this coward, man. Whoever emptied the clip in this man's back on a bicycle, there's something coming for you. So rest in peace, Juice. This show is for you, brother. We love you.
Indeed.
Now, VitaHermosaCigars.com, at Vita Hermosa Cigars on all things social. Paywall's up, 10% off. Phone number is going to be up there soon. You can order directly from the kid. Calendar's full. I will be on the road every weekend through the middle of October. Catch me at a city near you. Because Vita Hermosa
Cigars, it's a beautiful life.
Beautiful life. St. Louis, Cottleville, Missouri, next Wednesday, August the 6th. Little Rock, Arkansas, August the 9th. Norlina, North Carolina, August the 16th. Dallas, Texas, August the 23rd. Cary, North Carolina, August the 30th. Blowing Rock, North Carolina, on September the 11th, 12th, and 13th.
Stay away from that place. That is terrible. Blowing Rock. There's no way for that to be a good place.
And we're back in Norlina, North Carolina again on the 20th. Again, the calendar is full. Go to VitaHermosaCigars.com and check that out. Serwin Vega Pro Audio. SerwinVega.com is the website. Shouts out Henry. Shouts out Gary. Serwin Vega Audio for all of your pro audio needs. Bluetooth speakers. We got motorcycle OEM replacement. Nautical equipment. Swab, where they at?
On a boat.
We on a boat. Go to SerwinVega.com. Put your stuff in the cart. Enter code BPBC. Get 10% off on game. Dave, we've been working since the last time you've been on the show, bro.
We passed the savings on to you. First of all, before we get into the benefactor, sir, you got a mixtape dropping because you got a tour schedule. Like you got some brewing, bro.
Hey, I do not. However,
I just want to look because I'm like, hey man, why am I not at least opening or like what are we doing here right now?
Well, I got to talk to you about Dallas. We got to talk to you about Dallas. I will say this: on August the 9th, when I'm in Little Rock, one of the most favorite people I've ever DJed with in life. I haven't had a chance to spend with this man since 1999 for New Year's Day.
Yo,
DJ Swift 720 producer extraordinaire. This man has what he does is special. What he does is special. They'll have some videos, but I'll get a chance to go back and forth with him while I'm out here pushing these cigars. So that if just show up, man. We got something special for everybody, man. We're gonna do this real big, as it only can be done. Man. So, like you said, Swab, previously on the Broken Pistol Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast, infused with hip hop.
Indeed.
It was a huge rest in peace tribute to everyone except one. And we kind of sent them off the right way as far as we're concerned. Before we get views from someone who is deeply rooted in the early WWF national expansion and the caliber of hero that superstars were back in the day, let me say this. Fuck your feelings. For anyone who says that we have the wrong kind of energy or that we should behave a certain way, you don't stand on the same ground as your parents taught you to stand on. The way we feel is the way we feel. It just so happens that my feelings happen to coincide with Swab's and vice versa.
The way you made me feel.
We know what it's like to be wrong. We also know what it's like to forgive and not forget.
No, if you need an example of how certain people will treat a legend and a star in death, Michael Jackson. I wasn't even trying to bring that up, and it just happened. We've seen how that particular person, the king of pop, the biggest musical recording artist in ever, and we've seen how he's been treated even in death. What he's done in life, or what he's been suspected of doing or accused of doing in life, has followed him even unto the grave.
Do you know there's a new scandal with him right now?
I was not aware.
This man has been dead.
The man's gone
since 2009. The man's been off this earth, and here he is in the middle of a scandal from an artist. I believe his name, I may be wrong. Is it Alfonso or Alonzo? Dave, you familiar with this nonsense? There's an artist who he was a pop artist, and you can do your Googles and whatnot, but they're saying that Michael was known for stealing riffs and stealing ideas and making them his own. And even so much the album cover for Thriller was a full-on bite of this other guy, Alfonso Jones. And the album is called Alfonso. I wish I could pull this up, but do your Googles on your phone right now for Alfonso Jones.
I almost don't want to do this because, like, Alfonso.
No. We're not going down this rabbit hole today. This is about being mistreated posthumously.
Got you.
But this album that I'm talking about came out in 1982. No one talked about it in 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Here we are in 2025.
You don't think you would want to have cashed in when, like, it was really some money to get out of there?
You didn't want to cash in when Quincy Jones was still alive?
I'm just saying.
That said, the same energy that we kept in life, we keep in death. It was fuck you then, it's fuck you now.
Man, I don't pull up this man's Instagram.
Hey, quick question: Is this me or is it StreamYard that's spiraling around all the time? Is it me or is it StreamYard?
That's on your end. I have no idea what's happening.
Spiraling a little bit. I'm spiraling.
Is there Wi-Fi to connect to in the palatial estate? If you have some Wi-Fi,
so StreamYard.
We'll blame StreamYard for this one.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm on the Wi-Fi. I'm on an Airbnb. I'm on Wi-Fi, so I just wanted to make sure.
Undisclosed location
signal, or if it was StreamYard. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
StreamYard.
yeah. I'm going to have to say that. I'm going to have to say yes to that.
Yeah.
It's StreamYard. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All
For
right,
the record, we're
StreamYard. Let's
just
get
gonna
it
blame it
together,
on them.
StreamYard. I
And
know
yeah,
you
this
guys over there.
this
I
is
know you
this is
guys
real.
over
Look,
there.
oh, this is here. Oh, he's
Get it
plugging.
together.
That's what he. I didn't realize he's plugging over here.
Right.
Dave,
Yeah. I
drop
caught on.
the science
I
on
caught
them.
on
Just
right there at the end. Yeah. Work your magic.
yeah.
Hey, we got a
This how
product
we
over here,
need those.
StreamYard, and StreamYard. I'm over here and I'm via satellite and it really feels like I'm parts unknown out here because I keep seeing things spiraling. So
Get
so let's
get
make
at them.
sure
Get at them.
StreamYard that
We need
your
those
bandwidth or
activations.
whatever that is. You see what I'm saying? So
if you
this
see
way
the
when we're
missing link,
showcasing
tell
the
him we
product
said
and we're
us.
getting activations for the product here because we have an audience that we speak to. And we have
Indeed.
proven data of this audience, StreamYard. So StreamYard, when the people are looking at the camera, as I'm looking at the camera, and I'm saying, well, what is going on here? Why is the product spiraling? So, so we're gonna go through it just so when we get to the topic and we get in, times it spirals. So it's like a holla at the chins and the wing and the Mings and the stuff in the dynasties over at StreamYard to get this thing together.
Yo.
You know?
I think
So
I talked that shit.
I
we're here
see what
That's
to
who
I
talked that
see
shit.
where this is going.
posthumously we're here to talk about
Things
yeah,
going.
here you go
Things
here
are
you go
going,
spiraling
but
again. All right,
things
so
are going.
it's really Twilight Zone. This is the Twilight Zone. It's Twilight. It's very very Twilight Zone-ish. It's how it's spiraling, and then it comes, and then you just appear back in like it's the Hollywood Squares.
This is the guest that we did not know we
All
needed
right.
right now. Go
So
ahead,
check
Dave.
it,
It's your world.
yo. Why y'all
Hey,
mad at Hulk
we
Hogan?
should be
How
getting
we
a
gonna set
remittance
it
song.
off like this? Trey, why you mad at Hulk Hogan, yo?
It's not that I'm
Yo,
mad at
check it
you.
out. Me and you the same age, and what you do? You hold on 1 second. Let me speak. Because I know you spoke for an hour last week. So check it.
Hey,
You right,
yo.
we the same age. We both saw. We both saw when Bob Backlund brought Hogan out the first time. For whatever he brought him for. I guess Nikolai Volkov and Iron Sheik was jumping him. And we saw Bob Backlund bring him out for that time where what we know as Hulkamania, we knew that this was the guy to beat. First, it was Don Morocco. Remember, Don Morocco was the man that anybody had beef with. Pedro Morales used to kick his ass. Tito said, I could curse here, right?
Of
Absolutely,
I
it's
can
your
curse, right?
world, Dave. You're the benefactor. You paying for this.
Okay. All right, cool. So,
Look, they
Don
didn't put us
Morocco,
on, so
but
they
after
can't turn us
that
off.
faded,
Have a
that
ball.
WWF fade is Hulk Hogan.
Oh, Dave, here
All
we
right, so I'm,
go.
I'm just bringing it up. Now. You guys come from the territory. You guys come from the territories, and I come
Oh, come on, Dave.
Oh yeah.
from the
StreamYard did
market is
Dave.
more
kindly to
my
that.
speed than this. So, but when I look at it now as a market, the product of superstar Billy Graham, he became superstar Billy Graham. He became what superstar Billy Graham was supposed to be. And you're sitting here saying that, and then when he cross promoted it on MTV and got it on Captain Lou Albano, because Captain Lou Albano is the person who really did this. He's the one who catapulted Hulkamania to me, Captain Lou Albano. You agree with that, right? You wasn't
Absolutely.
mad.
Yes.
No
All
argument.
right, cool. So for me now, I'm gonna tell you what Captain Lou Albano did. My grandfather never spoke to me outside of when wrestling came on. Okay, when wrestling came on, he was the best grandfather in the world. When wrestling was off, he played his Nat King Cole and he went downstairs and played all the aristocrat Englishman Jamaican music. You feel what I'm saying? Slow dancing, blues, whatever the case may be. But when wrestling came on, best thing in the world. So we're watching MTV for some reason, and girls just want to have fun video comes on. Captain Lou Albano was in the video. his eyes is glued to the TV screen. Why? Because if he sees Captain Lou Albano, at some point he thinks the Wild Samoans is gonna come out in this video to do something to somebody. You know what I'm saying? But he's locked in. I'm explaining this from a space of how wrestling crossed over. You was there for that as a kid to
Yeah,
see that, to see the
yeah,
crossover, and to even experience it from a marketing perspective to say, wow, with Captain Lou Albano in this pop video, you feel what I'm saying? How does that look? How does that when you go into school? Because when we went to school talking about, I don't know how it was growing up in your hood, but growing up in my hood, it was some cats that watched wrestling and some cats that watched wrestling that didn't tell other people that they watched wrestling. You feel
yep,
what I'm saying?
yep.
But those that did saw that. You feel what I'm saying? And Hulk Hogan made it cool. Hulk Hogan, you put him up next to Santa Claus at the time, because we still believe in Santa Claus at the time, or at least I did when Hogan was out, Mr. T was out, all of that. You feel what I'm saying?
I'll stop you
These
when you
big
start lying.
Marvel, Spider-Man,
Still
yeah,
with
right,
you.
Spider-Man and Super. You know what I'm saying? Superman and the three. We rooted through we rooted for the three dudes that was flying in the sky more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right, right.
Zod, General Zod, and all the villains. You feel what I'm saying? We had imagination on lock in the '80s, right? And Hogan was a part of that. You feel what I'm saying? We
We're
grew
not
up.
we're not
We
disputing
grew up.
any of that, Dave.
Yeah,
No,
he's
no,
a
no,
he's
no.
a Mount
But
Rushmore
I'm
talent.
attaching him to. I'm attaching. I'm no. The reason why I'm taking the long route is because I'm attaching him to who you are and why you imagine yourself as what you imagine yourself immortal, and
Can, can,
where a percentage of that came from, and how you come and then say, well, okay, cool, I could get mad at Terry, but let me not get mad at the what that gave me, whether it's not from, whether it's Captain Lou Albano, Vince McMahon, or Hulk Hogan, one of those three, because they set
Dave,
you off for you to be who you are.
Suave and I are
Come
some
on.
different cats,
Oh,
and I'm not going to dispute what you're saying. I will say this though: the one thing that I never did as a child was believe that saying my prayers, eating my vitamin, and believing in myself was going to get me to whatever mother lode life had for me. In fact, because of
I'm not. I,
hold on, because of places like world class, places like Mid South, I had the ability to understand at a young age that it wasn't the villains that were the bad guys, it was the superheroes that were the bad guys. So while y'all gravitated towards Hogan up top, I'm sitting here looking at Skandar Akbar burn up Jim Duggan's face with a fireball. I'm looking at Gary Hart telling one man gang to beat up people with a chain.
hmm
Meanwhile, Bobby Heenan made an entire career off of telling the world that Hogan was a liar and a cheat,
and he was right.
and he was right.
Okay, so here's my perspective because I'm slightly after you guys. I am the target demographic of what a Hulkamaniac is. I am the guy. I am the kid that was marketed to when Vince McMahon put the red and yellow in full swing. So two things. You said, how is he attached to who you are? Regardless of how attached he is to my childhood, he will never be more attached to me than the skin I wear every day. Then, as far as separating Terry Bollea from Hulk Hogan, he made it to where we can't separate one from the other. That was his contribution to the world before he left. He made it so that those two people, those two entities, were inseparable, regardless of how much we want to separate church and state. In this particular case, they are one and the same.
The only reason why we know the name Terry Bollea in mainstream is because of the internet and lawsuits. That's it.
That man got on the stand and in a trial attempted to make people believe that they were two separate human beings. Hulk Hogan has a 10-inch penis. Terry Bollea does not. This is the kind of bullshit that eat your vitamins and say your prayers and believe in yourself. First of all, I had parents that told me that. I didn't need him to tell me shit about any of that. Secondly, this guy who has ratted on everybody that's ever put him on any level. You ratted on Vince twice. Who you done told on everybody who you done got money with. At this point, he need a gangland. He don't need a documentary or a tribute merchandise capsule. He needs an episode of Gangland.
Or Dark Side of the Ring.
So yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna be able to watch stuff that he's in. I've always rooted for him to get his ass kicked, so it's not gonna be no different for me. But yeah, like for
we don't refute his contributions to the jam.
All. He's a Mount Rushmore talent.
But I'll be damned if he made me what I am. That's all I'm saying, Dave.
Right.
I'm not.
I don't want to take that part out. I'm not taking that. I want to take that part out of context, but I just want to just recognize that what he did contribute was a part of the culture of the American fabric. You feel what I'm saying? It was a part of the American cultural fabric, more or less.
No argument.
There are so many monetary arguments that can be held, pop culture arguments that can be held to the validity of this man's presence at the time to where we sit today. And those who have been in the ring would say that he is the industry. Mm-hmm. And there's arguments there, but the reason why people are able to get money the way that they are in this industry are because of people like him, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Eric Bischoff, and there's no coincidence that all of them were all riding in the same car at one point in time. Well, I'm sorry, riding in the same jet at one point in time. It's not coincidence. It's definitely a circumstance. It's not coincidence at all.
Right.
It could be argued that the reason why we have this space to talk like this and have respect from people in the industry because of how we talk and the way that we show reverence for people in the industry, it can be attributed to his presence.
I'll stop you when you start lying.
But I will always say everybody knows Oreo. Not everybody knows Hydrox. And we just found out who Hydrox was in this. Now, he has a Hydrox too. Don't get me wrong. He has a Hydrox too. But in this right now, just because you did it, don't make you Timothy McVeigh.
Can I share one thing? Just so it's on record and it's on file. And it's on Broken Piss. 2006. Before Katrina got to New Orleans, right? Okay. And it just hit Miami. We was at the MTV Awards. I'm in the booth with Hogan and Quest, core DJ Quest. All right. And he's plays the Sobe Entertainment was the company or whatever.
Yeah, South Beach. Yeah,
Quest was there. Yeah, all right, cool. And Quest was tripping. You know, the daughter's record was Hogan, the Brooke Hogan's record, and the record was shitty or whatever the case. But
it was media time. It was media time. And for context, let me correct you real quick. That was August 2005, not 2006. But go ahead. Not Sharp Shooter, but for the
that
for
was
the
2005.
yeah.
Okay, it was 2005. Okay,
Yeah.
for sure. It was before Katrina hit New Orleans, but it left Miami. It just left Miami. We in Miami Beach. Quest, we in the booth. I'm in the booth with Hogan and Quest and the rep from Sobe, and Hogan's there with this bewildered look on his face, but we tripping because we trying to keep it professional. I don't know why I'm there, but I'm there with Quest. You know what I mean? And Quest just broke down and just said, "Yo, I'm tripping because I'm DJing for Hulk Hogan." Hulk Hogan was sitting there looking like, "You are?" like he had this look on his face like, "You are?" like oh shit, word. Like he was excited too, and he just didn't realize that he was Hulk Hogan for that moment while he was with us. I don't know why, but he just didn't seem like he was Hulk Hogan to the point where it almost felt like it was fake that it was him, but it was him because he had the record, the rep was there, we could see that it's him, but he just had this look on his face and he was next to the DJ and he spit in the crowd and he was like, "Yo, I can't believe I'm here spinning for Hogan, Hulk Hogan right here," and then that's when Hulk Hogan took the picture with him. Like this, he's like, "Yo, please just put me in a chokehold, something, please." And he took that picture that I showed you. I was there that day.
I will say
all
I
I say is to say, I've met the man that I saw do Andre the Giant in WrestleMania 3, the body slam around the world. I'm in the DJ booth where you be at and where you be at. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the DJ booth.
Facts.
So you know how that feels. And then I'm in the DJ booth as a rep in a professional setting. And I couldn't mark out. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Well,
And
here's your moment.
That's hilarious.
Yo,
he gonna get me, man.
And I couldn't mark out, and he was sitting there.
You said who?
And he was sitting there like he didn't know.
Oh, got you. Yeah.
Hogan was sitting there like he didn't know that he was Hogan at the time.
I guarantee you, the weed was good that day.
Maybe. His eyes was wide.
See?
His eyes was wide. I ain't gonna lie. His eyes was wide and his face was stone.
Hey,
and
Florida man.
But he had this beat. He was just yo, and I can't remember him ever blinking.
Overstimulated.
I can't remember him ever like blinking his eye, and he was just like there. Yeah, he was just there, but he was like a nervous guy in a DJ booth.
Dave, you've been in the industry long enough to know what that is. You know what that is.
Knows you. That's talking to you. Okay. My bad. The audience may not know what the nervous guy in the DJ booth is, but Trey knows, Suave knows. The nervous guy in the DJ booth is the guy that can come in, but he doesn't really know where to stand at. So he always thinks he's in the way.
Yep.
Until he eventually leaves because he finds that he really has no purpose being here. And you know what I'm saying? But he's standing there anyway because he could get that far.
Because of one.
Yes, I'm saying that's the nervous guy in the DJ booth. That's what Hogan was.
Because at one time or another, we've been that person.
Yep.
We've all been him
before.
Say
what? We've all been that guy before. It broke up a little bit.
I'll say we've all been the nervous guy in the DJ booth before. That's how we know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, I miss Suave and swerved on me again.
Suave was saying at one point in time we've all been that nervous guy in the DJ booth that had no idea what he was doing in there. Yeah, we've all been there, bro. And it doesn't even matter the capacity, professional, personal, what have you. You could actually be the one hired in there to be the primary in there, but at some point in time, you've been in there and felt like you had zero business being in there, and it's cool. Like it happens. It's
That's
quite
right.
all right.
You were in the way. You were gonna knock something over. You were gonna unplug something. You were gonna turn something off that wasn't supposed to be turned off.
You're the one who's way overproof, and whatever capacity that may be. Like you could have one drink and be the most lit person in that booth and not even realize that that's you, because nobody else in there has had their first drink yet. Like all the things.
The nervous
The
guy,
minute
the
this
DJ.
situation feels over capacity, you're gonna be the first one they ask to leave.
That part.
Last hired, first
The
fired.
nervous guy in the DJ booth.
That is the nervous guy in the DJ booth. So if you tell me that Hogan had that moment, cool.
Cool.
I don't discount his professional resume. It's his heart I have trouble with. And
It's
that's just
him.
it.
Yep.
His heart is what ruined it. His heart fucked it up.
The irony of that
phrase
statement.
to make sure I got it correct. I'll stop you if you lying.
And that's that.
Dave, we got a full agenda. You want to stick around? We got a bunch of shit to talk about.
I'm here.
Word. All right. Cool. Dave House is taking it in with us for the long haul, bro. We I don't know if we can do this in the fast break time, Swab, but we can make some things work. Real quick.
Let's see what we can do.
Real quick. To answer a question that I had for Swab in the pre-roll, word came out earlier this week. Dave, you know a little bit about this. Drew McIntyre goes to the UK, gets stranded.
Oh, wait. Wood, but before you even do that, since we just had this conversation and this dialogue about the legacy of Terry Bollea / Hulk Hogan, we've got new merchandise.
Ooh.
tinyurl.com/BPBC merch. Heenan was right. Randy always knew. And the Iron Sheik did not lie. Available at tinyurl.com/BPBC merch. An awesome way to support the show and an awesome way to let people know how you feel.
If you have an Android phone right about now, you should hit that square button at the bottom and hit that circle on that QR code. Takes you right to the website.
They do the same thing on iPhone. Don't do this. Don't divide us. Pause.
Y'all don't have a tiny square at the bottom of the phone no more? What's wrong with you?
We can touch the QR code and pull up the site.
This is true. So I'm not sharp.
Don't do that.
I'm not sharpshooting. Promise you I'm not sharpshooting. tinyurl.com/BPBC merch. Get you that. Hey, one more Suave. You teaching the kids too. I saw that today.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Hold what you got. Everybody be cool.
We have merchandise for the scholars.
Merchandise everywhere.
This is if there was ever a back to school shirt from a wrestling podcast that has absolutely nothing to do with wrestling, here it is. Your
aren't the same. They are not the same. They're just not. The highlighter learning shirt available.
Hey, Suave.
Same site.
Can we give them until August the 2nd? No, make that. Can we give them until August the 5th, 10% off of that? Just because I asked.
Sure. I'll do that.
tinyurl.com/BPBC merch. Go there before August the 5th, 10% off, courtesy of your guy. I'll eat the difference.
That's beautiful. I'll go ahead and work up the graphics for that. We'll put it out when we put the show out. It's a beautiful life. Now,
back to school. Now, back on Drew McIntyre. Julio goes to the UK and gets stranded the week of SummerSlam.
Where am I looking for? That's cold. Okay, here's my question. Why would you... Now, I get it. We're adults. We got money. We can do what we want when we want.
It's an easy question.
Considering the social climate that we are in, why exactly would you travel internationally this close to a PLE of this magnitude unless it is involving a family member. Like there has to be some sort of an emergency going on.
So it could be a number of reasons. I think it could be.
We'll lock back in when he tap in.
Oh, good. I think there was a personal situation going on over there, and it was already pre-cleared. But you don't know these. Like, this is something that seems like it was
you think it can't happen to you?
Unlike another company, where it continuously happens, seemingly ad nauseum.
No,
like it's almost like
go ahead.
Yeah, it's almost like you expect it with a work issue. But if it happens once, it's an accident. It happens twice, it's not an accident. It happens 3 times, it's a trend.
No. And here's how I feel about this particular situation. Because yes, in Jacksonville, those are work visas expiring. That's someone being negligent and doing the legwork beforehand. This, to me, is an individual who knows what the climate of the world is at the moment, and just felt like that doesn't apply to me. And that type of negligence, that type of
this type of negligence is
that's just no. That's just a no for me.
Yeah.
You know the climate, so to travel internationally.
Dave, have you ever had any issues with like work visas, passport issues, things of that nature, traveling internationally, especially seeing that you're from outside the U.S.?
I never had any issues. Yeah, because sometimes when I travel, I use I use my British passport sometimes. Going through the lines, they trip how many stamps is on it though. They do trip about that.
So okay,
out of jealousy.
Perfect person to ask this question.
Wi-Fi sucks here, man.
Hey, but you have it. It's good. It's working, bro. So this man, you said you use your British passport. This guy is from Scotland.
Hold on, man. Who's from Scotland?
Drew McIntyre.
Me?
Who is currently stranded outside the country.
No, he's coming. They wouldn't got him. He's going to be at SummerSlam, but it was a last minute thing.
That was going to be my next question. Why don't you just PJ him?
Yeah. So, and let me back up. I didn't see what I thought I saw, but I swear when I was watching Monday Night Raw, I did not see Triple H front and center.
He was not there because I went and double checked what you told me. It was a voiceover.
It was a voiceover from Friday night that was replayed on Monday night for the tribute for Good Try Terry.
Because at first I thought he was standing up front next to Nick, and he wasn't.
Because based on, if it's me, if I'm the one that's the guy next to the guy that's holding all the chips for the company,
right,
I'm making an executive decision to use a company jet to go get my guy.
Facts. No one left behind.
Now, considering 50 Cent, G Unit as a whole, E40, countless other artists, countless labels, hell, Jimmy Iovine, Eminem, and the fact that the Yachty Man is British. The Snoop. Oh, there's one for you. These are all people that Dave has traveled with countless times. And if Dave uses his British passport currently and doesn't have any issues, and they trip off the stamps that's on it, what prompted an issue with a WWE superstar who's from Scotland, who's about to travel back to Paris for PLE?
I 100% agree with everything you're saying, and I think you're right. However, all I'm saying is, given the social climate, given what has been going on as of late when it deals with international travel and United States citizens / people here on work visas and this, that, and the third, for you to take on the risk of leaving the country before a big money event that is taking place domestically, if it is not related to family tragedy or triumph, is negligent. And you feel like whatever else is going on in the world does not apply to you. That is arrogance. That is negligence. That is not doing your due diligence. To which I don't feel bad for you.
I want to side with Suave on this one because, see, when I go through customs, I size up who I want to go to.
Talk that talk.
Which custom agent is having a bad day?
Who
looks like they're just stamping and just sliding, stamp and slide, and he just wants to get rid of the people. He just wants to look at your passport. He just wants to look at you, look at your passport again, do whatever he's doing behind the things that, and he just wants to get rid of you. But then you have the people that's just there with an attitude and just look like, and you just feel it. You got to know which one you want to go to when you're walking in. And then if you're saying what he's saying about the arrogance, he brought that to a custom agent that wasn't the one.
Ooh.
That's what that was.
And you know,
it ain't had nothing to do with anything else.
We call that situational awareness. Now,
because there was nothing, it wasn't nothing going on. It wasn't nothing going on out there. It's nothing. Nobody's tripping as bad as they try to make it seem to be. You know, it's a little bit quicker than what I used to when I was a kid, or even as a young adult, as far as international travel goes. Because now it's just the machines, and you're just doing the landing cards before you land in. You know, before, like, as part of your check-in and stuff like that. So you're not even tripping off the landing cards and stuff like that. So when you go in, unless you bring in agriculture and fruit and stuff like that, and you know, man, bringing yam and yinip and all them thing from country, you know, coconut drops and all them thing that we get from country. So yeah, I bring that up, and you know, they want to go, or are the fish? We did get fish from the river there, right? And they try to bring it up, come a custom, and then he want to take all of my fish there. So we can't bring the fish over there. So we are gonna do the fish there. Y'all gonna take it and cook it yourself. Give me back my fish, man.
Give me my fish, man. Give me my fish.
Give me back my fish, man.
And I guarantee you are not speaking in that accent to the customs agent. See, it's situational awareness.
Hey, that's because Dave has both. He has American Office speak and he has Yachtyman speak.
Code switch when necessary.
I think, yo, what am I gonna do with my fish? Yo, they're gonna take away the fish and the can't bring it out.
Nah, they finna smoke that. That's finna be in the break room.
They want to take away my fish. Say you must have country money in the fish there. Country money in the fish.
Man, Dave needs to do a patois audio book for lullabies, man.
Facts. And then we need 10 minutes to stand up.
Look at you, Tim. Them for go to sleep.
Yo.
And then there's also the idea. Yeah. There's also the idea that this could have just been a publicity stunt. Like, he really wasn't stuck over there. It's just, it was something to get some social media.
Funny you should mention that. Let me read you a quote.
Uh-oh.
The past few days, my phone's been exploding. Text messages, direct messages, phone calls, everybody looking for an answer to leak it somewhere, I'm sure, rather than actually checking if I'm okay. So the update is here. It wasn't looking good. It's not felt good. I've seen Miz, little selfish of you offering to take my place. I've got an update for you, Mike. The answer is absolutely no. You try to get me stuck in the UK. I know you're behind it, but this guy's got more powerful friends than you. And he's addressing Jelly Roll. He sent the jet, and it's Saturday.
He's addressing Jelly Roll.
He's just you'll understand where this is going in a second.
Because Jelly Roll has the power to make sure you can't get back in the country.
Right, and there's one person that has the power to get a jet over there to get him back, and that's Logan Paul, his tag team partner for Saturday night, which we'll get to. You know who ain't gonna win shortly. He sent the jet and it's Saturday. Come on, gentlemen. Randy Jelly, you are screwed. That's from Drew McIntyre. So is it a work? I think we just got worked more than we did on Jimmy Kimmel.
I mean, sure, okay, cool.
Dude, this was much cooler before you said that. The fact that you got stranded and came and were able to make it was much cooler without having to throw a storyline into that whole mix.
Hey, look.
Let alone dropping somebody who's irrelevant to the conversation only for the fact that, or he's only relevant for the conversation because he introduced himself as a possible stand-in. He didn't have to even address that.
You lose points for the work if at some point you try to let people know that it's a work. If you're going to do it tongue-in-cheek, then don't pull the work. The whole point is to make people believe, not inject a teaspoon of bullshit so that people know it's not as serious as it could be. Then don't do it.
Like this might be one of the few times where, you know, they say suspend disbelief. We just suspended belief.
And mind you, we've talked about the setup for this match for like 12 minutes. We don't care who wins and who doesn't. So who really did their job in this?
Drew's working the angles. Go ahead, Dave.
If that's what the business is now, then it's not it. Because again, going back to the Hogan thing, it's about the belief. Because we got away from the actual product. Hogan allowed you to get away from the product of wrestling and got you into the belief of the magic of wrestling. Which when I say it catered to us, it helped with the imagination. So now things are coming down the aisle larger than life. Becomes a spectacle, becomes a show, becomes theater now. You feel what I'm saying? And now wrestling is theater.
The best thing I can say about Hogan and be completely objective is Hogan turned professional wrestlers from athletes to superheroes.
Right.
Yep.
You know, but so with that said, if you want to keep that product, we still have to believe. Just like how you said, suspending belief is when it's painfully obvious that certain things isn't what it seems. And Moondog Rex looked like somebody you would legit run from down the street.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not walking on the same sidewalk as Alpha, Sika, Rex, Spot.
Yeah, you're not doing that.
These people look unwell.
You're not saying, yo,
yo,
what's up? Like you ain't walking up on them under no circumstance saying, yo, what's up? Missing Link?
Like missing Link without makeup. I'm still running from him because who wants to hang around somebody with hair like that on purpose?
Bruiser Brody. What's the other guy with the Vashon? With the mustache?
Which one, Butcher or Mad Dog? Like, do you want to hang with somebody named Butcher or Mad Dog?
Like, so I'm saying that.
Maybe Benny.
So when you see it, you believe, and it was all over the place. It wasn't just in the WWF, it was in the WCW, it was in the NWA. It was Great Muta with the Mist. It was, you just believed it. Nikita Koloff.
Before John Nord went to the AWA, he was in Mid-South as just a barbarian. The only barbarian I knew was Samoan Gang barbarian. And yes, and to see that barbarian in the way that he was in Mid-South, bro, that was a scary individual. Like, I think there was a scary individual, bro. Like, there's been some scary people, and like the belief was suspended, or the disbelief rather was suspended, because you didn't know that these people, Vladimir Khrushchev. I was telling Suave last year when he was here, there was a guy from North Carolina, and I don't know his real name, but he went by the name Vladimir Koloff, and he was supposed to have been the twin of Nikita Koloff. He was the Russian Yak. He looked just like Nikita Koloff, same height, same weight, same build. Only the difference was he had hair on his back and Nikita didn't. Other than that, if you had them side by side, you wouldn't be able to tell one from the other. Belief, like you believe these things because of how, and this is on a box television. We're not talking about HD. You can't see the scars and the makeup. All we see is just this facade that was sold to us, and the people like Jim Cornette, Gordon Soley, Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone. David Crockett was the absolute worst. He's probably one reason I didn't really like baby faces, because he cheered every baby face and healed every heel until he was no longer on television anymore. But we talking about we went down a rabbit hole there real quick.
Hey, play this game.
Wait, hold on. There's more. Before we get to the game.
Okay.
WWE Unreal on Netflix. Talking about suspension.
I got about 10 more minutes. I got about 10 more minutes because the fam, it's at bedtime.
Hey, the wife and kids, man. How old are the twins now, Dave?
10 more minutes.
No, I said, how old are the twins?
12.
They're 12. Damn, we old. Damn, we're old. Man. WWE Unreal. Dave, have you had the chance to check this out on Netflix yet?
Was that with the Vince McMahon documentary?
No. Unreal is a mini doc. It's like 5 episodes. Triple H going back to the Royal Rumble up till probably right after WrestleMania, chronicled the idea of production, the writer's room. He pulled the curtain back for the fans to see. So the casual fan, it's on Netflix now. It debuted on the 29th.
It's 5 episodes.
Sorry to interrupt. Which Royal Rumble to WrestleMania? Which one?
This year.
This year.
Like the recent times or from? Oh,
yes.
This year. Okay.
Actually, not even Royal Rumble. Going back to the Raw debut on Netflix is where it kicks off at. So going back to January 6th of this year. Yeah, Suave, what's your take on it so far? I'm about 3 episodes deep. I got 2 more to go.
So I finished it. It is akin to other Netflix series where they do a season-long. If you ever seen Quarterback, which is a season-long mini doc with, I think it's like 4 or 5 starting quarterbacks in the NFL and their situation. They have another one called Starting 5 for basketball players in the NBA. Also another one for NFL players called Receiver, where they chronicle the seasons of a couple of top-flight wide receivers. This is in that same vein. I believe it might even be the same production company.
Well, Peyton Manning is an executive producer in this show.
Yes, so it is. It's an Omaha situation. So yes. What I will say is everything that we've ever said on this show about what we think that writer's room is like was validated. The type of people you need in the room to entertain the segment of the audience you want money from, they're not in there. They have no clue.
Why did I knew he was going to say that?
Not dead ass. Dead ass. Like, I was hoping to be wrong, and I wasn't. The people who listen to this show, who identify with this product, are not sitting at that table. So a lot of those different interactions and those different potential activations go by the wayside because no one in the room can recognize the opportunity. That's counterproductive if it's me. It is. But as far as
where's the superstar writer? Is there a superstar writer like a Vince, like we know of a Vince Russo? We know of
it's so you have Vince and Ed Ferreira back in the day.
Yeah, those days are over.
Then we also didn't see who else was around there. I know Freddie Prinze Jr. was in and out a couple times, but I don't think there was like a room per se of people outside of those two, because those were the two that were manning the ship. That's why they jumped ship together and went to WCW. And I think they probably are the reason why Writers Room exists, because they were the two that actually propelled the Attitude Era.
The days of the one man writer room, those are over. This is
It's a
pretty much
committee
by
now.
committee. Like there are
A
no more
committee
super
of eggs.
writers.
You know what's going on, and it is not just. The reason why there's no more super writers is because every corporation is eggshells. So it's in the music industry, it's in the obviously in the sports entertainment industry, it's definitely in the NBA, NFL, and MLB and NHL industry.
I'll do you
You
one
feel what
better,
I'm saying?
Dave. I'll do you one better. Even though people give a lot of flack to Vince Russo and Ed Ferreira for propelling sports entertainment, Vince Russo knew enough about pro wrestling to incorporate elements of it into his writing, which probably what made it so great for wrestling fans. These guys only know sports entertainment
For sure.
and are learning about pro wrestling. And it shows, and like when you watch this show, you'll understand the conversation that some of these guys have and some of the words that they use just in their speak. And
Yeah,
you can tell
there's
that
a lot of corporate speak.
and you can tell that they study the WWE product and from the WWE school, and haven't bothered to do things like watch, I don't know, TNA, New Japan, Ring of Honor back before Tony Khan bought it, or even AEW for that matter.
Yeah, if they're
And all
watching
that,
that, they're doing it on their own time.
yeah, they're definitely not doing it for comparison, for notes, or because I'm convinced that if something happens on the AEW television, unless Triple H okays it, that we've seen it on AEW and seen it on WWE, I'm convinced that it's pure coincidence. And like I said, unless Triple H saw it and decided to try something different and up the ante because the budget's better,
Right.
I will bet a toe
That's how I
that
feel. Yeah. I
yeah.
feel like they're very reactionary. Like that particular group, on the production side, as far as what you see in the ring from the talent, you're gonna have a lot of ex wrestlers handling that. Inside the writers' room, it's a mix of people who have been around for a while, who actually know professional wrestling and the sports entertainment style mesh. Everybody else is like, we'll pull you from television and teach you how to do this our way.
I'll tell you one thing that you will appreciate, Dave, from a creativity standpoint. We've always said on this show that the WWE production team is undefeated. You're going to see some next level 4K stitching that you have never seen before in this broadcast.
Oh,
Man, Dave, chef's kiss is an understatement. There's some amazing post editing that happened in trucks and in the big room in Stanford. That you when you see it, you know
But
exactly what it is.
I'm trying to cut your wisdom on it, and I think that's beautiful. But that's again the product itself. Creativity is what we don't see. We don't the storylines. We don't know how the people are going to react, but
If you
the
go ahead,
character is so the character is so captivating anyway that storylines could last for weeks. You feel what I'm saying? Where you had no choice but to wait. Jake the Snake with his snake and Andre the Giant, or Jake the Snake with his beef with Ravish and Rick Rude, or you believed when Savage did that to Steamboat, or you believed when Sting unmaxed Flair at the Starcade thing, and he was playing the mind games with them. You believed when Nikita Koloff and them was tag teaming with 6-man tag with the Road Warriors and all of that stuff. It's things you believe. People just made you believe, bro. And
yo.
then
Well,
maybe we had the
what
toys to back it up, and then we had the cartoons to co-sign. But these wrestlers today is giving me more soap opera, and it's taken away. And the writers, if you're telling me all these writers are doing is doing sports entertainment, and we don't have nobody like a Tommy Dreamer, or that's writing, or that knows the element of this and to build real creativity in this space, and
well
we just
that's
have a
because
bunch of
those
people that's writing. They
Well, that's
scared of their
because those
jobs,
guys,
bro. They
no,
scared to lose their jobs.
you'll see on the show, but those guys that you're talking about that have the capability of doing that, they may not be the wordsmiths to put those ideas out there. We had Keith Elliott Greenberg on I want to say episode 177 or 178. And one thing he talked about that was missing is the fact that backwards booking. So they would book out 6 months to a year in advance and then work their way up too. So like we'll say like the next event at SummerSlam coming up this Saturday, they would book out to say Survivor Series in November and then come back up to SummerSlam, so that way they know where the payoff is for something, which in this case would be like if it's me and Suave, the payoff is going to be War Games. And then once we get the War Games, we've already got Elimination Chamber planned out, working backwards through the Royal Rumble up into the finish of Survivor Series, so on and so forth. He said that that's what's missing, and I'm paraphrasing what he was saying, but that's what's missing from the game. One thing I will tell you though, that to your counterpoint is those people are there in WWE. They just have headsets on and they're not in the writers' room, so they can tell you what to do, tell the referees to give instructions. They can walk the producers. Chris Park, I hate using this term. I don't know this man, and this is going to sound disrespectful. I don't mean it in this way. It's just how it comes off. Bootlicker comes to mind because he's sitting here trying to cater to the ego and the attitude and the approval of Bruce Pritchard the entire time.
To watch him walk on eggshells, I ain't gonna lie to you. It was a little uncomfortable to see that. But I get it. That's the environment.
Yep. I mean,
everybody's is separated by tiers. So it's like what you see in the actual creative room where the guys get picked, where the yeses and the nos happen. That place is void of any culture outside of what you already get.
And the top of that food chain in that room is Michael Hayes. So again, that
That's
goes
what I was
back.
going to say there. Michael Hayes and Bruce Pritchard. That's the next name I was going to say.
Two Mid-South guys. Yeah, two constants in WWE, two Mid-South guys. They've been in the back longer than anybody else other than that name.
And they are all over this documentary. You do not get away from them at any point.
Dave.
But the sad part is those two know better. Those two know better.
You would think. You would think. You got to watch it. You would think.
Both of them been employed off and on by Stanford for the last 40 years.
For the most part,
but they come from better. They come from better.
Yeah, but again, when everybody that they worked for prior to coming to the E has come and gone from the industry. They're still around the industry. The reason why was because of someone who's no longer in the back.
Sometimes you got to know where the fallout shelter is.
Dave, I'm not going to be one to cut you short, but I'm one that's going to keep your home happy. I need you to go see your family. Yeah. Do us a favor, plug everything.
Man, first of all, thank you to God for having us here. You know what I mean, to be able to produce this broadcast, bringing our talents out to the world, bringing us an opportunity to seek His abundance and His treasure through the technology field, which is the new commodity. Culture is the biggest export in America, and we have the culture as Black people, and we curate that culture, and we're monetizing it through this 1% stream that's making $646 billion by the year 2030. You understand what I'm saying? We just grabbing that 1%. So may God continue to open up those doors to wider audiences, wider ears, so we can continue to get the products out and get the things that we selling, and making sure that we able to bless and our families, and we able to provide our audience with the proper knowledge and entertainment that they seek.
This is your daily acknowledgement right here.
Man.
Yes, what I'm saying.
Wait, go ahead, Dave.
So we just wanted to make sure that, so we just wanted to make sure that we just acknowledge the Most High in that space where we're proud and we're thankful that we have the technology to come together in all parts of the world, anytime, no matter in which part of the world we at, and we could go ahead and broadcast and create content for the people. You know, secondly, a lot of things that I'm working on that I'm on NDAs with, so I can't really pronounce. But I would like to shout out the Alphas. Y'all took care of me today. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Had a real big meeting
absolutely.
in the emerging
A5.
market. You feel what I'm saying? So, a couple of your bros had took care of me today. So
The
it
honorable
was just
councilman,
real,
do it
real
all,
great.
do pray Kelly of Lords of the Underground, being one of those people. Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir. So it was just a crazy beat. So I just wanted to make sure I shouted out that, and I have some things going on in the emerging market of North by the year 2027. That's what that was about. Doing a lot of things in the metaverse as well too, which we'll be talking about, you know, off the record. In which I'm studying and making sure I'm getting my knowledge up on that space as well. Uh, and what
Wow, can you
else?
imagine the BPBC in the metaverse, bruh?
Oh, I have.
Yeah,
I absolutely
it's
have.
crazy, bro. It's a whole economy over there. And I'll just leave you with this hashtag, and that's digital twin. So anything that we're doing
Oh
live
no.
outside of being intimate with our families there's a digital twin for it. So in the
Oh
marketing
Dave.
space, there's a
Oh
digital twin for it.
no,
So we'll be
Dave.
talking about that. Yeah.
Copyright that,
And
please.
but there's a lot of money. There's a lot of money. There's 700,000 users right now going on. They're spending money in there in those spaces. So you definitely want to we definitely want to tap into that knowledge. I have another thing with the NBA that is on NDA as well too, but it's dealing with the continent of Africa. So
We don't we don't
stay
we don't
tuned
want
for
to
that.
talk about what we can't talk about. We want to talk about what we can talk about.
Oh, we
Don't
can
tell
talk
me all the
about.
stuff you
Because I'm gonna
can't tell
start
us.
as your little brother. I must well, as your little brother who's 2 weeks older than you. I'm gonna start asking you questions.
Uh,
Man, now, because because we're on the road rebuilding stage with what I can talk about is actually Dallas, September the 7th. I will be down there for BarberCon.
oh,
I got to get the
I'm about to
details of
pull
where
up.
it's going to be at, but Dallas, September the 7th. But again, I'm working on something in collaboration with Bevel and Procter and
Oh, okay.
Gamble.
Hey man, listen.
So
I recently got my hands on some Bevel beard cream. Hey, put me in
yeah.
contact, man. That's all I'm telling you.
I'm gonna need to
Oh,
get some
nah,
credentials and
we
get in there.
definitely, yeah, it's definitely, and then
Yo,
also Charlie Wilson's tour with Live
Tulsa
Nation.
represent.
That's that's it's about maybe 21 days on there, 21 legs. I think we might be. I know we're going we're in the Texas market, so I think definitely we did. We're not in those Negro pop markets that Trey was talking about earlier.
Yo,
Wow.
Bootlicking. What was that? Bootlicking Arkansas.
my
Hey,
God.
hey, man.
We,
No, it was what was it? Blowing Rock, Illinois.
This North
Blowing
Carolina.
Rock,
This
Illinois,
is this
Oh,
is
Bootlicking
this is where
Arkansas.
this is how y'all blow bags up, huh? This is what y'all do. This is how y'all blow. This is what's wrong with community right now. This is me and Suave had a conversation about this. Now we're doing it to ourselves. It be your own people, man.
facts.
Uh BarberCon is September the 7th in Dallas at
September the 7th,
Gillies.
Dallas.
At
Okay,
Gillies on the
bet.
south side. Yes, sir.
Bet that.
On Lamar.
South
Well,
Central
actually, I'm
Community.
sorry, on both them John. Both them John Boulevard. No longer Lamar.
Yeah, it
Bet we
is.
gonna link up for that.
Yeah, there it is.
Um
So yeah, man. So that's where it is, and get back to the hut and take it from there, man.
Dave,
All
check in
right.
on Uncle Charlie. He lost a nephew last week. Make sure you check in on him, man. I don't know if you know that, but I
Okay.
can give you details. But check in on him, see how you doing, man. But yeah, Dave
Okay, I
House,
will.
everyone. Much
All
appreciated
right,
as
peace.
always. Doors always
Thank you for
open,
all the
yo.
time. All right.
The benefactor.
Big brother Jake.
Yeah. Captain Activation.
No Jerry Curl.
My God. Not activator.
Man. That's why we ready to play this game.
Let's run it.
All right, man. So we got 2 nights of SummerSlam. Let's go ahead and do this the right way.
Hey, Hey,
You know who ain't gonna win. You know who ain't gonna win. You know who ain't gonna win. Just say that bitch again. I know who ain't gonna win. You know who ain't gonna win. You know who ain't gonna win. We say that bitch again. One, two, three. Get your tail out. 1, 2, 3. Get the fuck on. 1, 2, 3. Get your tail out. 1, 2, 3. Get the fuck on.
You know the sponsors. You know what it is. It's gang. That's all it is. Just gang. Vita Hermosa Cigars, Sherwin Vega, tinyurl.com/BPBC merch. Those are your key players. You know what it is.
Do I need to put the shirt on the screen one more time just for S's and giggles?
What the old guys do?
So, what do I do on Unreal? Or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You might not have made. I don't know if you made it to that episode yet, but it is.
No, that's next. That's next. And I'm definitely going to get one more episode in before 90 Nights tonight.
Once you finish it, we're going to circle back and do put it on next week's show.
Dog, this I don't know if you noticed this. For SummerSlam, two night event, and first time ever. Tri-state area, New York City, Jersey.
Moving low from state to state.
I wonder if Dave knows SummerSlam is even in his backyard right now, even though he's in parts unknown.
That part.
That's crazy.
We'll circle back and ask on the group text.
The same thing happened 2 years ago. That's happening right now.
Which would be? When's
the last time you seen a Cardi B commercial for SummerSlam?
That's a great question. I do not have an answer.
It's been about 2 weeks.
It's been longer than that.
Is she still on?
I don't think so. Because last time she was pregnant. So we understood why. This time, I don't know.
She's supposed to be hosting SummerSlam. Oh.
And if she's hosting SummerSlam and we haven't been promoting that, that's another highlight of what we've been talking about for the last.
Oh, I know why. I just found out why.
Why?
Now she's only scheduled for one night.
Still. Okay, split the hosting duties. Get another person to take night 2. Had you been fooling around like you're supposed to?
No. Save this energy. Because we have a hot topic on the next episode that would involve this. And you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Suave.
I do.
All right. So we'll hold that energy. Let's get to this match card. Night 1, which is going to take place Saturday, August the 2nd. Yevalot.
Yevalot.
I said Yevalot.
Yevalot.
2020.
I got 5 on it.
Got it good. Yeah. There we go. Tag team match. Randy Orton, Jelly Roll, taking on Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Suave.
Tag team back again. The international Spy Kids ain't gonna win. Drew for those.
I got you. I'm trying to figure out.
It sent him home happy. So Jelly Roll's going over, baby.
Jelly Roll's going over.
What does Jelly Roll use as a finish?
Black Hole Slam.
Vader Bomb.
That would be too much like right. I think it's too soon for Vader Bomb.
I think he's going to be better than they expect. See, I know the Jelly Roll they used to rap, so I don't have any hatred for this version of Jelly Roll like some people who just are anti-pop culture. I know Jelly Roll from way back, Memphis rap.
You still got bars.
You know what I'm saying? So, and him being a lifelong wrestling fan, he's seen the moves. He's been putting in the training.
Shouts out to dropping weight. We talked about it on the last episode.
He's been putting in the work, whether it's with the O or with the go. He been getting to it.
Hey, yo.
The O or the go. Ayo.
And probably one of the most useless stipulations I've ever heard of in my life.
Mm-hmm.
This match deserves so much more, and we're going to get so much less. And it was a banger in Saudi, but let's hope they can deliver now. Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn. If Sami Zayn wins, Karrion Kross must say I was wrong. If Karrion Kross wins, Sami Zayn must say you were right. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is back to being the lovable loser. Karrion Kross needs this win
More than anything.
More than anything. And the future of his current iteration as a character depends on Sami Zayn saying, you were right.
You're right. Absolutely. All right. Let's see where else we can go with this. For the WWE Women's Tag Team titles, your champions representing the Judgment Day, 4.3.6.7. It's almost like a software update. Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez taking on Alexa Bliss.
The Judgment Day iOS.
And Charlotte Flair. Swap when we go in.
I'm picking Judgment Day till I get a return date on Liv Morgan. Like, the story is the story.
Yeah, Alexa and Charlotte, y'all out of here, man. Good. I like the fact. We said it literally a week before it happened. It's like they listened to us, Suave. We said you got to figure out a way to humanize Charlotte Flair, and you did it really, really quick at Revolution. Well, Evolution. I keep saying Revolution at Evolution.
Then you put out Unreal and undid everything you had just done.
I don't know because the women's episode that was on there.
So let me clarify that. When I said humanize Charlotte Flair, it was to, one, make her relatable, and two, literally make her human. What they did on Unreal was justify why they hadn't humanized her in all the time that had been going on, to the point that even she doesn't know where she fits in WWE if it's not in the main event or as champion or as building the title so the next person can be champion until she's ready to be champion again.
I don't know if anybody said this, or I don't even know if you've heard this, but in the women's division, hear me, Charlotte Flair right now is Randy Orton. They are one and the same. How many title reigns does Randy Orton have?
Ain't he at 14?
How many does Charlotte Flair have?
14.
What are they doing right now?
Stuff. Tag team matches.
Makeshift tag team matches.
I mean,
Randy has been a stalwart in the tag team division for the last 4 years.
I'll say Randy's in a position where he is the most trustworthy choice to ring general this situation. We do know that tag team match is happening because of what happened with Travis Scott.
Again, next episode we got smoke.
Facts.
For bragging rights, Braun is taking on the Tribal Chief, the OTC, and main event Jey Uso. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
All right, so look, I gotta accomplish a lot in a very short amount of time with this because I have a lot of points to hit. First of all, the Usos are going over. Anybody not part of the bloodline ain't gonna win. After Monday and Bronson Reed confiscating Roman Reigns' shoes, I've realized, number one, there are a plethora of people who do not know what that means. Two, there are even more people giving an incorrect explanation of what that means. Three, everything about certain culture doesn't always start in prison.
I need that louder.
Depending on what you listen to and other programs you've digested this week, that made perfect sense to you. But what I will say about Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker,
Bron.
Braun, what I want to call them now is the power line.
I told you they should be called the firm or the law firm.
Here's why, though. We call them the power line because when you unalive the competition, where do the shoes go?
That's the only thing that was missing is draping those shoes tied up together over the top rope. That's the only thing that was missing from that visual.
But if Bronson Reed pulls up to SummerSlam with those same shoes around his
Around
neck,
his
and
neck.
you started calling them the power line,
You heard it
see,
first.
that culture is not in the room.
Did you see the post Raw video of Roman being walked to the back?
When he finally realized he didn't have no shoes on. Oh, so inside baseball, there are some people who are saying this is part of prison culture, basically saying, you know, taking somebody's shoes is like saying you my bitch, which is not incorrect. It just doesn't mean that was the impetus for it. Like everything melanated doesn't start in prison.
Not only that, the whole throwing them on the power line, you can't do that in prison.
Exactly. It's just one aspect
that's
of it.
Street culture. That has nothing to urban. It has nothing to do with color at all. It has to do with being from a certain part of town.
Without giving away the recipe, long story short, it's asserting dominance.
You're lifting your leg.
It's spitting on a person, pissing on them. I'm taking your shoes and you can do nothing about it. Do you know how incapacitated you have to be for someone to remove your shoes?
Dog.
They were tied up.
Can you imagine our feelings of this 25 years ago if we were even able to do a podcast 25 years ago and we saw this?
Bruh. 10 years ago.
I thought 15, I say 15, not 10, 15. We were softer 10 years ago. 15, we were still in the world that we could say certain things and do certain things certain ways. I will say this.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I will say this. I thought that we were at a point to where we had not seen, where we had seen everything that we were ever going to see for the first time. That was a first. For me to see that in pro wrestling, that was a first.
And you know what you have to thank for it? Sneaker culture.
And your tribal
chief. Where does sneaker culture come from?
The streets, the neighborhoods,
hip hop.
Arguably, not necessarily hip hop, because I mean, sneaker culture technically started with the Jordan. And the way that we know it now, modern day sneaker culture.
If we're gonna keep it G, Jordan is hip hop culture. Baggy shorts, band Jordan ones, and he was gonna be an Adidas athlete at first. And
I guess the fat tongue Adidas was. I was just about to say the fat tongue Adidas could also be, because people wore Chucks, but everybody had Chucks because they were the cheapest shoes to get.
Yeah, don't cop no please for the rest of the world. Sneaker culture is hip hop culture. I've done the research. I'm a house of learned doctors. They and there are not the same.
They are not
the same. They're just not.
All right. For the WWE Women's Championship, your champion Tiffany Stratton taking on Jade Cargillberg. Suave, who ain't gonna win? I guess we can't call her Jade Cargillberg anymore.
I mean, we can do whatever we want.
This is true.
Has she lost yet?
Who, Tiffany?
No.
Yes, she's lost a couple matches. She lost one of her first matches, actually.
No, singles matches.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Either way, we can refer to her however we want to, because the Cocoa Butter Combat Club was born here on the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast and radio show infused with hip hop.
This guy, he gets it.
In that respect, I will say, unless somebody got a bright idea, I mean, anybody not named Tiffany Stratton ain't gonna win, because you don't have the cash in from Naomi to sweeten the deal on this. I don't know if anyone believes Jade Cargill is ready. I would be cool with it because the whole thing with Tiffany Stratton has been a cool experiment. She's done a serviceable job as champion, but there's no wow factor here in this for me.
I think the bloom was off the rose. I think Tiffany Stratton ain't gonna win.
Cool. I'm okay with that too.
And there you have it.
Is Bianca Belair healthy? Because that's what's going to tell you the difference.
We got Clash in Paris coming up.
It's that whole finger situation. We got if Bianca doesn't need surgery and she's good to go, yeah, Stratton out of there.
So, but do you think we get a few match feud out of Bianca, or do you think it's a one and done with Jade?
Just the story of Bianca and Jade? No, this is gonna be there's gonna be a
no, not the story, more so than the title situation. Because if Jade and Bianca go at it, Bianca's getting that title,
of course.
But is
I
it
don't
going
think I don't think she gets it the first time out.
I would appreciate if she didn't, just for the sake of Jade's run and validity.
It just wouldn't be a good look to make Jade Cargill look like a transitional champion at this point. That's not a good look. That's something you do with somebody who is a little more bulletproof.
Truth be told, I would much rather see Jade Cargill's moment come at WrestleMania, but I really think the bloom is off the Tiffany Stratton rose, and I don't know if they have anybody lined up for her after this.
That's always the question we ask. Like, yeah, you can change the title whenever you want to, but what are you going to do with the champion? What are you going to do with the former champion? Afterwards?
The only other scenario would be some kind of half-ass controversial finish where Jade ain't gonna win. Tiffany retains. Bianca is the one that to take the strap off of Tiffany and take it into WrestleMania for Jade to take it off of Bianca. That's the only way.
Big homie Naomi was your fast pass to get there.
Yep.
That doesn't exist anymore.
At all.
And who's to say if you went into WrestleMania with Jade versus Bianca, with Jade as the challenger, that she would be the face or the favorite? Because again, who's telling the story?
You're saying words over here, Suave. I need you to chill. Everybody relax.
I can't.
And then to end night one for the World Championship, World Heavyweight Championship, champion Walter in our house taking on CM Punk. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
Walter ain't gonna win, and I'm saying this begrudgingly because I'm uneasy about this. I'm uncomfortable. If I felt like it was just Punk versus Walter, I'm totally confident in picking CM Punk to win. The cloud of Seth Rollins hangs over this match.
Here is your moment of zen.
Okay.
Walter ain't gonna win. CM Punk will not walk out as champion.
When is Hell in the Cell?
September, I believe. Let me check a date. I honestly believe since we still haven't seen surgery videos from Seth, that man is not hurt.
There's your main event of Hell in the Cell.
For the title, of course.
Mm-hmm. Which Seth will retain due to the help of the power line.
The Hell in the Cell pay-per-view itself was discontinued in 2023.
Pardon me?
They haven't had a Hell in the Cell pay-per-view by that name since 2022.
So, okay, the one with Punk and McIntyre was what, Bad Blood? That was the return of Bad Blood?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I see why. Because Triple H himself just does not, reportedly was not a fan of the pay-per-view, I guess because you have to manufacture a Hell in a Cell match every year versus letting it happen organically, which I do agree with.
That match should happen on the day that ends in Y that requires a blow-off. It does not need to happen on a specific card every year. I totally agree with that.
If anybody was gonna have one this year, it'd be them two.
Here's the upcoming pay-per-view calendar for the rest of the year.
Talk to me.
Not including the unnamed pay-per-view that's not listed in Boston.
From Boston.
We've got Clash in Paris on August 31st, Crown Jewel from Perth October the 11th, and War Games November the 29th. I think it happens at Clash. I mean, I'm sorry, at Crown Jewel. Games? Where's War Games?
Yeah.
San Diego. In a stadium.
Wow. War Games in a stadium is intriguing to me.
And especially in November. That's.
Do we get some sort of a pre-retirement special offering of Rey Mysterio in some capacity, assuming he's healthy?
No. There's no pre-retirement.
Will he get a feature match?
No. Rey is
that's trash.
Rey is down there being a filthy animal with Conan south of the border.
I mean, that's cool and all while we're rehabbing, but San Diego is San Diego. What's the man's finisher called?
619. Here again, you gotta keep in mind, Suave, he had a devastating knee injury right before WrestleMania in March or in April.
Right. I said if he's healthy. If he's not healthy, cool. I understand.
Considering how close he is to 50, I'm going to say that he's not healthy.
The fact that he's still wrestling the way he does close to 50, I'm going to say he might be. Plus, you just said he's south of the border with Conan. What does he have access to? And a lot of it right now.
Oh, not the D-Rugs.
Recovery pellets.
Yeah. Stem cells. There's that. There it is.
Mario mushrooms. Whatever you want to call them. He's got access to whatever he needs to get back where he needs to go. He could get new knees while he's in Mexico.
According to Google, there's not even a number. How many surgeries Rey Mysterio has had?
Countless.
But I remember there was something where at one point he said he had over 20 knee surgeries.
You see what I'm saying?
Let's get to night 2. Let's see here. Here we go. Who's Gang Don't Bang? U.S. title. Solo Sikoa taking on Jacob Fatu. And who ain't gonna win, Suave?
Solo Sikoa.
You think Jacob gets it back?
Assuming all things are equal, how is Solo handling Jacob Fatu in a cage? Solo's no slouch, obviously. We talking about a Samoan.
Oh, this is a cage match. They didn't say that. Good call. Yeah, Solo ain't gonna win.
That's all I'm saying. So unless you're gonna send the whole bloodline in, and Tama Tonga's coming back, and he's turning on Jacob, you're gonna have to overkill it to kill him or unalive him.
So Tama Tonga is gonna join up with Solo and them.
I'm just saying you're gonna have to do all of that to convince me that, that Jacob not winning.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to unload the clip in order to make that make sense. Jacob ain't losing clean in the cage, fam.
I totally agree with you on that. Well, not clean at all. For the women's world championship, the champion Naomi taking on Rhea Ripley, taking on Io Sky. This is a payoff from the Evolution finish of Naomi doing a cash in. Suave, who ain't gonna win? Let's make it real quick on this one.
Anybody not named Big Homie Naomi ain't gonna win.
She is a Fatu. She is Ooze Gang. That's all we're going to say. No DQ for the women's championship. Oh, sorry, for the women's IC title. Becky Lynch taking on Lyra Valkyria. Suave ain't gonna win.
I think this is where they go ahead and pull the trigger, so Becky Lynch ain't gonna win.
So, funny you should mention that. One stipulation in this match is if Lyra Valkyria loses, she can never challenge for the IC title again.
As long as Becky Lynch is champion.
As long as Becky Lynch is champion. So, yeah, I agree. There's
I can see a way around it, but
there's only one way around it. But the fact that there's no DQ and Bailey's not on the card means she's going to get involved.
what I feel like would happen is if Bailey were to get involved, cost Lyra, but then Bailey beats Becky like in a short time after this, and then Bailey and Lyra have their feud, and then eventually Lyra wins.
I wouldn't be mad if somehow, some way, we got back to these three at WrestleMania.
I mean, I wouldn't be upset about it. The main idea of this is they're trying to get Lyra Valkyria over, and it's worked. I care more about her now than I did then, even though it's not a large measurable sample size.
Her mic works come up too tremendously. I need to go back and check her promo on Raw, but I heard, yeah,
agreed.
Yep,
She's improved.
Yep. Speaking of IC titles, for the men's IC title, Dirty Dom taking on AJ Styles. Suave ain't gonna win.
Anybody who doesn't like chicken nuggets is not gonna win. Hey, look, AJ ain't gonna win.
You like fried chicken? That's cool. You from the South, you're supposed to. You don't like chicken nuggets? That's cool. You're not supposed to. They're not the same. Chicken nugget Dom.
A man of the people.
A man of the people. An Apollo legend.
That's a step too far.
Oh,
Apollo
man.
legend, step too far. Arena Azteca, right on time.
TLC 6-pack challenge for the
Fail.
WWE Tag Team Championship. If there was ever a match that you didn't want to see as a main event that could be a main event, this is the one. And this is probably going to start off night 2. Your champions, the Wyatt this is what they should have called the Wyatt 6-pack challenge. That's what they should have did, but marketing.
Who dropped the ball on that?
Joe Gacy and what's the crazy dude's name? Dexter Loomis. There we go.
There you go.
Taking on Motor City Machine Guns, taking on DIY, taking on Andrade and Ray Phoenix, taking on Fraxium, taking on the Chain Gang, Street Prop. Street Profits.
So, for those of you watching the video cast, tell me these tag teams, with the exception of the two on either side of the bottom row.
About the bottom.
All of these look like copy paste of each other. They look like A side and B side of the same coin until you get to the bottom row.
Andrade, you can he's the only exception for the rest of the rule.
That's
only
crazy.
Because he's 240 pounds.
That's crazy, bro. Anybody not named the Street Profits. I'm not picking anybody else.
I agree. Street Profits got to get their lick back, and this is going to be. I went back and watched that 6-man tag match after WrestleMania. Man, 6-man tag match. The ladder match, rather, after WrestleMania. Boy,
SmackDown.
Yep. Crazy work. Crazy work. And finally, the main event, the Unseen 17, the undisputed WWE champion, the retiring John Cena, taking on Cody Rhodes. And this is a street fight. A street fight. So who ain't gonna win?
I believe this stipulation exists because Cody ain't gonna win. I don't know how much I like it.
It didn't take the stipulation to know that Cody wasn't gonna win.
This is true, but the stipulation gives them an out. So who's getting involved? Do we get final boss? Do we get final boss at SummerSlam? Yay or nay? Because we know we're not getting Travis Scott.
If we get final boss at SummerSlam, then I think Cody wins.
Interesting theory. I like it. I really do.
The Cena heel turn is working. And every time you think that it's about to go against him, he does something really stupid to get the crowd back against him, like he did 2 weeks ago at the contract signing by trying to walk away from this match and say that his body's too tired.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The way I wanted to book Cena's heel run, that was straight out of the playbook. I'm tired, my schedule, my body. Calabasas Cena would have led with that energy the whole time.
And
But we didn't get that.
We are weeks away from the season 2 debut
of
Peacemaker,
which is supposed to be even more out of pocket than season 1.
Sidebar.
Can't wait.
We are also a few weeks away after that from the season 2 debut of V.
So, and Street Fighter should begin filming soon. So, I posed this question.
Oh, not to mention, shouts out to Samoa Joe. We got action with Twisted Metal.
Indeed, we do. The Peacock Network will be getting this work. So, here's my question now. I know we spoke about a cloud that was hanging over the CM Punk Walter match. Is it possible that the way out of these filming schedules, the way to get Cody off TV for a while, the way to de facto turn Cena backface and let him chase the rest of the year, is the key to that cashing in with Seth Rollins? If Seth in the power line shows up during this street fight, lays waste, Bronson gets another pair of shoes.
Is he the shoe collector? Since that's almost like a new hardcore title if he starts collecting shoes, bruh.
But here's the thing.
Hold on, where we go?
Here's the thing.
There's not enough people on the roster that matter on television that have sneaker game to where this can become a regular thing. If he does it to Jay, it matters. He did it to Roman, it matters more than anything. Doing it to Cena only matters because it's Cena, because typically Cena's wrestling in Skechers or the reasonable facsimile thereof. After that, you're kind of just manufacturing wrestlers that wear sneakers. You don't have an Enzo Amore around that comes out literally every week trying to top the heat he had on last week. Like literally wrestling in that work. Finn Balor is not being presented at the position to where taking his shoes matters.
And it's just ones that he got.
Right. Damian Priest, while he has wrestled in Jordans quite a bit, it's not been a focal point to where it would matter the same way it mattered when Roman got his took. So
Kofi's closest to the same side of the fence too, so he's out the picture.
You see what I'm saying? So even though it would be cool to watch it become a thing a little bit, because the culture is not in the room, you're gonna force it. If you force it, it's gonna lose its luster quickly.
He should do one a month.
He should do one a quarter.
Less is more. I like it.
Like he got to take somebody. It's almost like I don't even respect you enough to take your shoes unless you on that level. Keep those. I would never rock those.
I wish he would go company to company. I wish he would go the TNA, Fourth Rope, AEW, New Japan. I wish he would go company to company confiscating people.
If you could book a crossover where he goes to AEW and takes Swerve shoes.
Bruh. Swerve has said so much ill stuff in the last couple of months.
And Shaq would do it too, because Shaq's a wrestling fan.
Yep.
He would pull that off with Reebok. I like it.
Yep.
That's crazy.
We got a busy weekend, Suave. Thank goodness all this isn't in one day. We can kind of digest this one a little bit smoother, man. Show at brokenpencilbc.com, brokenpencilbc@gmail.com, at brokenpencilbc on all things social, at brokenpencilbc on what?
Everything.
And
everything.
Everything. Grab you a glass of whiskey, eat you some chicken wings. One time for juice. Suave, take them to the house.
Pencil pushers, like, rate, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell that friend to tell a friend, and then tell that friend again. Heads up, pencils down.
Tell your friends about DJ Juice, though.
For real.
He was a good one.
Indeed.
Whole lot of fucking gang shit.